Shields up, Ironbreakers. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are doing good. We got a new camera. Technically speaking, it's actually a slightly worse camera. It's just a more convenient one over the previous camcorder that I was using. I actually finally I just kind of accepted that I was going to eventually get that Logitech C9 something. This is the C922, and it uses less resources. I don't have to use two different capture cards in OBS, which I think was giving me a couple of problems. And I still think that the image quality is all right. It's not perfect, and I don't have like a viewfinder right on top of me every time, but you know, it is what it is. Either way, hello Avatar Blade, weakest undefeat, Leon kills Ashley, normal guy 92, and aka Mad Max. How you guys doing this fine afternoon? Just chilling here, gonna be doing some more post-ARR stuff. Yesterday night I went around just like unlocking all of the classes and stuff, because I was tired of just seeing those plus signs all over the place. As a matter of fact, I'm still doing some of this, getting rid of some of these plus signs over here, unlocking more stuff into Duty Finder so that when I go throughout the world, I'm just not seeing those unlocks all over the damn place. Let me swap into gameplay. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. You're watching as a podcast while cooking. That's what's up, dude. What are you cooking? What are you having for lunch? So this is for the, I believe the EX mode or the hard mode, whatever. It's probably EX mode because the other mode was already the hard mode. Yeah. Moggle's Guard, all of this stuff. I'm not really reading these because I already know what this is. This is King Moggle, Mog 12. And as I complete this, they're going to update the Duty Finder. There we go. You picked up Final Fantasy XIV last night and ended up playing until 2 in the morning. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. That's what happens with this game. Interestingly enough, I find myself less and less motivated to just burn through everything to get to the Shadowbringers, because I feel like if you just burn through everything, you're missing out on so much content. Like, there's so much stuff. Yesterday, I realized that there's a class, and I kind of just want to start playing that class, which is the Blue Mage. I was like, what the fuck is this? This has to be one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. This is a mage that is designed to take damage from monsters with their skills until he learns them, and then he can cast their skills. But he's special in that he's not a disciple of the Hand or a disciple of War or whatever, and therefore not or a disciple of Magic. He's just, you can't use the Duty Finder. And I'm just like, is he a crafter? It's like he's a spell crafter or some shit. It's so weird. I don't know. I had never seen such a weird thing, I guess. And that's just one of the things. I'm probably not going to get into it now, but eventually I do want to get into the whole Blue Mage shenanigans. How do you level up your roll mastery? You don't have a roll mastery, Avatar Blade. You go up to monsters, you let them cast spells on you, and then you learn their spells. I realize that they're weird and they're out of the norm and all of this other stuff, but at the same time it makes them so interesting. Player of Reckoning, thank you very much for being grossly incandescent for 11 months. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate support. And also, does Rurikhan have a clan? Yes, we do have a free company over on Spriggan. I'm not taking it super seriously, but anyone that wants to join in, maybe you don't have like a free company of your own or whatever, I pretty much will accept everyone. I don't know exactly what we have to do in order to in order to level up the thing or whatever. So I haven't really dedicated a lot of time to that. What was it that I needed to? Oh yeah, I gotta actually start working on these now, because I cleared out most of the plus signs. I unlocked, I think, Samurai. I unlocked Blue Mage. I unlocked tons of stuff. But it was definitely very, 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 very interesting. Promises to keep. Yeah, let's go through Ul'dah. Ul'dah. But I mean, Blue Mage is not post-ARR stuff. It just seems like a class that you can pick up at any point, right? At least that's what I thought. Either way, so far I haven't really found the post-ARR stuff terrible. It's just there's a lot of tedious tasks, which you also had during A Realm Reborn to begin with. So the thing is, again, it's just that people, they want to move on. They want to go on to the next expansions and all that stuff. And I think they just want to rush through. And when they see that it takes this long, but you also have to take into account that this was back when there wasn't a Heaven's Word. There wasn't anything in the horizon, and people really didn't have much to do. So they had these quests, and they have this additional content. Like, I was made aware of squads. Yes, although squads is not... AR squads were introduced in Stormblood or whatever. But yeah. You could get the same... Well, yes, this is what I talked about. It's the filler. The problem is the filler. I get it. May I say what an honor and a privilege it is to serve you. Our finest carriage has been set aside for use. Each will be driven by a highly experienced coachman, save for one. Why not all of them? Oh, there was an incident, you see. Nothing bad, I hasten to add, but I had no choice but to discipline the fellow responsible. Alas, he proved unduly discouraged by this and elected to leave our employ. A pity, really. He was so familiar with the route in question. Why, under different circumstances, 'tis very likely I would have chosen him to oversee this very caravan. You are an accomplished adventurer, are you not? Then mayhap you could go to the Coffin and persuade the fellow in question to return. Sure thing. Let's go have a chat with the lad. Wait, do I have this thing on again? I do. I gotta stop this from booting whenever my Windows... Yeah, don't run at startup anymore. Just fucking stop. Stop, the S4 Windows. Stop. Okay? Trust me, Tredian, you should check out the Blue Mage. If you like casters. He's just like so unique. It's just the whole thing you gotta keep in mind. You can't use the duty finder. You have to manually form every party for whatever. Blue Mage is support or DPS? He's everything. I'm not joking. He's literally everything. People, I mean, I've seen people say that he can tank, he can heal, he can deal damage. He can do everything. He's a one-man party. I'm telling you, it's a pretty unique class. But then again, maybe I'm overselling it. I don't know. Just remember, you can't use the duty finder as a Blue Mage. And there are certain spells that you need to learn in instances. But I'll help you out with that if you need help. Burp, burp. Oh yeah, this is the Red Mage. I also unlocked that last night. Why can't you use the duty finder? Because he's not a disciple of the hand, a disciple of the hand, a disciple of magic, or a disciple of whatever. He's neither of the disciples. He's a savage. Gigion saw to that. Wouldn't listen when I tried to tell him what happened. Reported to the Blades, he said. 'Twas the goddamn Blades that took me stuff in the first place. To him, it's all excuses and whining, of course. Tells me I've got to pay for the missing goods out of my own bleeding pocket. The nerve of that bastard. Am I centered in the face cam? It's kind of hard not having a viewfinder, and I think I am. Totally his stuff that got robbed. They even took me ring. It was gonna give it to me last, you know, but does he give two shits about me and what I lost? Does he bollocks? I don't like this emoting business. You mean to say you'll take care of it, get stuff back and everything, praise the 12, things are finally looking up. I hear tell the Horsons took it all to somewhere in Norfolk as wells. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Tain't like they got hide their doings being blades and all. But you best be careful, son. They ain't like to return what they just took because you ask polite. Oh, they're gonna return it. They're gonna return it real good. I'm just gonna ride there. Considering I'm gonna have to ride anyway. Blue mages are solo content because it's limited. Dev's worried about bullying since it requires you to learn your spells by fighting enemies. So not all blue mages have all the spells. They foresaw people bully for optimization. My T-fam, thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it. Wait, am I going the wrong way? Damn it. Got distracted by chat. Regular mastery, like tank mastery. Again, they don't have it. As far as I understand it, they don't have any of that stuff. I don't know, dude. There's just something about that class that seems incredibly appealing for an oddball like me. And I don't like mages, keep that in mind. I never play mages in anything. Maybe when I get the Shadowbringers and I finish the main MSQ, then I might mess around with blue. It's a good thing you like everything except tanks. This is a positive, Tredian. Blue mages are the collectors. That's even the worst part. I saw like a spell list in some video, and I was like, holy shit, you gotta collect all of those spells? That's insane. As in, literally insane. Someone would go insane collecting all that stuff. That's so much content. Oh, there we go. Here's a brass blade. Hey, bro, listen, you know anything about stolen goods? I don't like your face, Sonny. Makes me want to do things to it. And I reckon me mates feel the same way, and they're right, lads. You want to do things to my face? Oh, okay. Let's have words then. Get good, kid! Oof. That for 190 Rage of Elan. Ooh, the brass blade captain. I thought the captain was the little Lalafell. Little potato. Is this too loud, by the way? It feels a bit too loud. The problem is that I also want to make sure that we get the voice acting proper. I feel like it was a little bit on the low side last couple of times. Let me know if it gets too loud, the game sound. What are the FC details? It's called Ironbreakers. It's on Spriggan. I don't know what else to tell you. Oh, are you like an officer in the guild? You can invite stuff? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that you could invite people. You have too much power. You hold too much influence. No, I didn't set permissions. Anyone in the... Well... Well then, anybody can invite. That's good. The free company will grow. Oh yeah, co-running it. Yes, yes, yes. You do everything, and I'll just sit here and look pretty. That sounds like a perfect idea. What do I gotta do? Do I gotta give you, like, officer or something? We gotta promote you? I should do ranks. Longbeards. Dwarven well, I can't say dwarven warriors, can I? Not everybody's gonna like the idea of being a dwarven warrior. I just realized now that that I took away the mounting music, there's a lot of areas that don't have music. There's a lot of areas that don't have music. What the fuck? Shouldn't this area have a music, or does it only show when I get off the mount? No, there's no music. There's nothing there. Yeah. Is it in character? That wouldn't make sense. Where's the loop? I don't even see the option to loop that you guys are talking about. That bunny girl was looking at me. I think she was attracted. Oh, there it is. Okay, then it is working. And you like finding them blades that robbed me. Here you go. Well, bless you, son. Now you can settle me accounts. I'll make my way to Scorpion Crossing straight away. Looking forward to working with you. Sounds fine. Might as well walk, right? Yep. Also, I did the Amalja Beast Quest thing. Just for curiosity to see what that unlocked. Which is the rep grind, but I don't feel like doing rep grinds considering that I still have a lot of content to do. Maybe one day we'll come back and do them rep grinds, but that day is not today. Is there a mount that lizard that the female character has in the cutscene? Is that their mount? Yeah, it's an ugly mount. I don't want it. The man of the hour, I hoped you might persuade him to return, but to go so far as to recover the stolen shipment, I must say that was a welcome surprise. Pray and inform Master Alpha know that our preparations are complete and we await his orders. Does Sylphs give a Gabu? But Agabu was what ate Menphilia's father. That'd be pretty fucked up. Can you imagine riding a Gabu into the solar? Menphilia be like, dun, 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 dun. The PTSD coming online, you know? Wait, what's this? Oh, I haven't unlocked the Thaumaturge. Oh, we gotta fix that. Normal guy 92. I'm in Promises to Keep. I'm in the second patch, I think. Probably about, I don't know, a third into the second patch. Yeah. I'll join the Thaumaturge Guild, whatever you say, bro. Thank you. Hey, bro, I want to become a Thaumaturge. I already looked at the list, dude. I've seen it. I know that there's a lot. And this is not a part of it, by the way, guys. I'm just getting rid of some icons in my thing. Now he's going to ask me something, and I have to say yes. And now I just spam everything, and it goes away. And now I can become a Thaumaturge. Does Sahagin give you a duck? A duck could be interesting. I've completed all of these, right? Yeah. So now I gotta what? I gotta go to... I probably have to go... Quicksand. Yeah, Quicksand is easy. This is the only town that I have all of the Aetherites. Adventurers Guild. I mean, platypus is a duck. That's what it is. You can say whatever you want, it's a duck. No further delays, I trust. I should leave more tasks in your capable hands, on which note, the hourglass is now ready to receive the domens, which means our next order of business to ensure their safe passage to Ul'dah. This is level 90, I have better. Ferry to Vesper Bay, after which they will be transported by carriage. Last, while our plans have proceeded relatively smoothly until now, efforts to coordinate the refugees' preparations have met with less success. I have returned to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small and short, whatever must mean. Yes. Limsa Lominza. Imagine a wolf, but a lizard with flippers. What the hell? That's one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. Imagine a wolf, but then a lizard with flippers. Yeah, sure. Oops. Is that the leak that I've heard about that I still haven't seen, Odin Ving? I'd rather not have leaks. I hate leaks. They disgust me and they ruin the surprise. Then again, a lot of the leaking is done by the devs themselves nowadays. Knew from a glance. Wait, I missed that first line. Greetings. Alphino informed me that a Scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. I knew from a glance what manner of man you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Little good it does us when our enemies are the elements and starvation. An act so simple as carrying a heavy crate is beyond the capabilities of our healthiest men, believe it or not. 2 clips from IGN. I'll have to look into that. God damn it. Nightbot. Fucking hell. Nightbot is so... There we go. Thank you, Ripex Doc. What's this? This is not a platypus. Why would you say this thing is a platypus? This thing is an abomination that needs to be killed. It's not a platypus. Forgive this trifle, but would you bring me the aforementioned crate on the docks? There's no one else to whom I can turn. Boat full of refugees. Nobody can even carry a crate. I guess you motherfuckers are dying then. You guys are gonna die. You said people gonna die? Yeah, I did. If you can't carry a lousy crate, how are you gonna do hard work when you get to where we're supposed to be going? Nightbot is a bot. Normal guy 92. Muse failed kindergarten animal identification. He could never win the "Who's this Pokemon?" thing. Is that the crate I spied in your arms? Pray give it to me quickly, the contents are dear. Though my strength is somewhat restored, that clearly is not the case. By the gods, the armor, how could this have happened? 'Twas bestowed upon my father for feats of valor. Every scale forged by a master smith guaranteed to withstand the test of time, or so we thought. The armor must have shifted within its confines during the long sea voyage. Many scales have come loose, and there are holes in the bottom of the crate, through which the 4 missing scales I count must have fallen. You're not going to send me on a quest to pick up 4 armor scales, are you? You are. You're going to ask me to collect the armor scales of your armor. You did just do that. And apparently it takes me 1, 2, 3, 3.5 seconds to pick up a black scale from the floor. Viper Toby Kadachi. No, 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 no! It's an aberration that must be destroyed. That's all you need to know. I know not how I can face my father. Here. I'm in your debt. All the remains of Doma now are mementos and memories. I can only hope that when such keepsakes are lost to us, those memories will be enough. This is still level 90, not interested. Hozan has another favor to ask of you. While you were seeing that crate, the other members of my group finished preparing their belongings for shipment. Once all of the carriages arrive, we can begin loading. You needn't concern yourself with that, we can manage with the coachman's help. Rather, I would like you to help round up the children that have been given into my care. My son Yosin can tell you more. Very well. They revealed 5 subspecies? I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found, but Vesper Bay isn't that big. I'm literally looking for children that are hiding. Every time they hide something in this game, it takes me forever to find it. Why can't we just scream, "Hey, stop playing around. We're not playing hide and seek anymore. We have to go." Hey, Rurikon, you hear it's going to be a January PC release? Nope. Has that been confirmed? Volgranjnath, Thiboni, Odogoron, Viper, Kadachi, Nightshade, Paolumu, Coral, Puke Puke. Looks like PC players are going to be waiting quite a bit. That sucks. How'd you find me? I guess I need to practice more. Maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. I'm not particularly good at it. Dude, my throat is killing me today for some reason. Maybe I should make some tea. I don't think I have lemon here, though. Let me see. All I got is chamomile, so no, I'm not gonna make tea. Dude, are you for real? I'm about to murder a child. Don't tell me that he's back here. It doesn't look like I'm the only one doing this. I see people moving in the same circles that I'm moving. Oh, he can't be back there. Of course. You're one of those stallions, aren't you? Yeah, I'm a stallion, all right. In a lot of ways, it does make sense because these kids hid from the Garlean Empire. From the Empire. Can I go upstairs? Or is that not a thing? I guess not. No. Have I been in here? Dude, where the fuck did they hide this kid? He's gonna be outside the gates, isn't he? It was Muse and Fate. They got me these. I know that this is from Shadowbringers. He looks real cool in it. So one of the child was there. The other child was here. So the third child would have to be somewhere around this area. Oh, he's inside the Waking Sands. You son of a bitch. I would have never gone inside the Waking Sands. Well, I guess I did go inside the Waking Sands, but it was only through a process of elimination. Ah, beat you, Fate. Yeah. Wonderful. All the children are accounted. Hide and seek. I see that you are curious. It's quite simply, really. Lady Aguri taught us it is best the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that they are prepared. Yeah, he hid in a place where the Garleans have been to and slaughtered most of my friends. I think that was a really good choice of him. I'm sure the Garleans would never find him there. If wishes were horse birds, Hosen requires your assistance with another personal matter. All of the carriages have arrived, but my father, stubborn to the last, he is refusing to leave. He already left. Leave what? The ship? It's the smell of the chocobos. Many of us find it difficult to bear. Oh, you mean like this one? But he cannot abide it. To be honest, I find it odd that I've yet to meet an Eorzean who shares our sentiments, other than the waitress at the Peist. Mayhap she has the means to address the smell. Might you go and see what she knows? This particular establishment is called the Peist. That's fucking amazing. The Domans are sickened by how Chocobo smells. I know just how they feel. Carriage rides make me more queasy than boat rides because of that alone. Why not try using this perfume to mask the smell? I can't promise it'll help, though. I swore off carriages ages ago. Too much vomiting. Here you go. Why don't you stuff this up your dad's nose? Maybe that'll get him moving. Any advice you can glean would be of great value. As I said, my father's not alone in his revulsion. Oh, I have to douse the Chocobo with perfume? What Chocobo? This Chocobo? I can't target anything.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
My T-Fam, thank you very much for being grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate the support. Oh, this one. Peach Blossom Perfume. This Chocobo now smells like peaches. Boy, what in the seven hells are you doing to me birds, dousing them with God knows what alchemical concoctions? That ain't right. They're skittish creatures at heart, get them riled up and they're liable to go every which way but which one you want. Well, what's done's done. Reckon you'd best make sure it did the trick before you can call the old man over. They'll get in there and take a good long whiff. Am I supposed to smell this Chocobo now? Get in there and get a good long whiff. Whoa! Like some vial of flower water to cover up a Chocobo's musk. Bless your heart, son. You're going about this wrong way. Rather than pouring perfume on everything would offend your factory senses, just do like the gobbies do. What you don't get a meaning or you never trade tongue flaps with a gobby trader. Talking about their masks, son. Gobbies don't care much for the air around these parts, hence they wear them contraptions. They pack them with herbs and whatnot. Take this scarf, splash a few drops of that there perfume on it, and tell the old man tied around his face. I mean, that's what I thought. I mean, you guys even heard me. I said, stuff this up your dad's nose, and that'll fix it. I never thought they were actually going to perfume a fucking Chocobo. It's like, yeah, let's go ahead and apply perfume to this horse. I'm sure that'll fix the fact that the horse is sweating balls all over. I'm sure that will totally mask that smell. By the way horses smell is actually rather pleasant. I like it. Try as I might, I can add the... Here you go. Try that. Of course, why didn't I think of that? Such a simple, elegant solution. You didn't think of that because they needed filler. We should take this to my father at once. You don't need me to take that to your father as well, do you? Yeah, Latrion, I got tired of the Lala. So we're human. It was a happy coincidence that Flockling's perfume was made from peach blossoms. At first my father scoffed, but one whiff was enough to put his mind at ease. If only you could have seen our orchard, so vast, so vibrant. Foreign merchants clamored for our fruits, so great was our reputation. It is past time that we move on. The carriages are waiting. Wood blue, lavender purple, meadow green. Money! Money, 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 money. Are we good to go then? What's up? I thought we... Muscle memory from the Switch. At long last, Ozan and his group are ready to leave Vesper Bay. First caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I will be traveling in the lead carriage, along with young Koharu, who I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Uldai is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Where did you fight the new primal in 2.2? You saw the only primal I fought. It was Odin. I mean, we fought Odin, we fought the 3 ones, and then we fought the king of whatever. The little Moggle dude. Moggle Mog 12. Blessed be his name. Kindness of his heart. Rory, what do you guys in Portugal watch? TV shows on Netflix and whatnot? I mean, I'm not a good example of what most people watch. Because I tend to just watch, like, old series and stuff like that. And if there's, like, an update to a series that I watch, I just rewatch the whole thing. So I have very strange habits. But pretty much I think people watch what everybody else around the world watches. So, what was it? It was Game of Thrones. A lot of people are watching Game of Thrones. This exact moment, I'm actually not sure what most people are watching, so... Eager to be off, are you? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner of the Blade says we might have a problem. Fierce-looking beastie's been sighting south the bridge of Hammerleia. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but I don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here is another story, so I was thinking you might go on ahead, have a quick look around, make sure the area is safe. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. Yeah, sure. Damn, that's pretty far away from everything. Well, actually, we're really close. Never mind, I might as well just walk. Oh, Trevian, I did the same. I got my father into Netflix, too. It was actually funny. The other day, he needed me to check some stuff on his Mac. And when I go there, I notice that he's got his Mac, his monitor. And then immediately below it, there's an iPad. And I'm just like, well, I guess this is my father's two-screen setup. He's got his Mac monitor and his iPad. And I 100% guarantee you that 99% use of that iPad is probably to watch Netflix while he's doing shit on his computer. For sure, dude. I got no question about it whatsoever. By the way, guys, how good is the camera on the face cam? You guys like it? You guys don't like it? It's different. So you guys let me know if it's better, if it's worse, significantly, that is. Probably doesn't have as much detail as the other camera, but then again, my face is ugly as shit, so it's whatever. It's probably an improvement. It's got less detail. We can't see how bald you are anymore. You like the crotch cam more? Oh, yeah. It's probably a good thing most Twitch staff never watched that particular live stream. That could probably get me in trouble. Oh, not a wandering eye. As that. My stream in Capcom doesn't hate PC players. I don't know why they keep delaying the Monster Hunter versions between systems. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Well fought, sir, well fought. If only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind, he forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who have fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Yaguri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father. To she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work here needs to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch, digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Good. The fuck? The kids. Hey, Mr. Ruri, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. To go whither the wild rose blooms. So you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but don't they grow in lots of places? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Ruri, I've got a question. What's Revenant's Tolls like? Is it pretty? It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. It is a bastion of civilization in a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. It is the home of the Science of the Seventh Dawn. It is a stone's throw from an imperial castrum. Which is true. It is a bastion of civilization in a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. So there are lots of rocks and things? Sounds a bit scary, but you'll be there too, won't you? Enough, Kuhar. It's my turn again. Mr. Ruri, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Buy weapons and armor from Rowena. This has to do with special weapons and shit that I haven't done that quest yet. You gotta train every day. Like Saitama, dude. You gotta do the Saitama regimen. My guess is the Monster Hunter team is pretty new to working on PC ports, so it's rough for them to get it working. Yeah, that might be the case, Cosbaz. Xbox and PS4s are PCs. Yeah. This box is a cheapo PC with UWP. So my father's right, how you doing? And come on, tell me, don't leave anything out. Yeah, sure. It's enough questions for Mr. Ruri. It's not fair. Why does Yozen get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Whoops. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? What if I wanted to say no? Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Ruri. I won't forget it. I'm gonna be an adventurer too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurer's guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Mr. Ruri and Lady Yugiri. Yeah, just like Mr. Ruri and Lady Yugiri. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? I guess I will. Burp-rear, burp-rear. I only started playing Monster Hunter with Monster Hunter World. Since it released, you got a Switch, and Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is on sale. You can decide whether I want it or not. It's very... It's a very different game. It doesn't have as much quality of life stuff. You have the whole loading zones between each section of the map. But, you know, it all depends. Let's put the question in another way. Let me think about it. An old game that's really, really good. And I mean like a really old game. Like, would you play Final Fantasy VII today? The old Final Fantasy. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could enjoy the old Final Fantasy VII today? Or do you think you would never play it? You're playing Final Fantasy VII right now on PS4? Okay, then get Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. It's that easy. It's really that easy because, like, if you have the patience to play an old game like Final Fantasy VII and you like Monster Hunter, you're going to be just fine with Generations Ultimate. Okay, so now I have to go back and report to Ul'dah. Oh, actually, we were coming to Ul'dah. For a second, I thought we were going to Revenant's Toll already, but no. First, we go to Ul'dah. Then from Ul'dah, we'll move them over to Revenant's Toll. Is there no Aetheryte at the door? Oh, there's an Aetheryte Plaza over there. How many people are online right now in the free company? It's only 2 people online. Feels bad, man. I want to wait until more people are online to see if we can try to do some of the raids and stuff. Do 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 do. Hey, Alphino. Take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Ugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. This past time, Lady Ugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slathborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Ugiri to Minfilia, and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in good stead. For which is to come. Safe travels. Shields up, Kegrin. Did you have to go to the program today? This must be the esteemed Lady Ugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. So I take it this dialogue was for when this place wasn't fully built. You see, race and creed don't enter into here. We welcome all sorts, provided they're willing to earn their keep. Of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slaffborn. You may rest assured that we'll carry out your orders with due diligence. Not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, milady. Pray understand I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head and call me master either. We are both frontier hands, and as far as I'm concerned. Zewish Slaffborn, made this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedents. Seven Hellsbury, why are you wasting time with me? See them to the Rising Stones. Yeah, Dev Dragon 66. I remember having issues with that with a friend of mine. I had to spend a lot of time speaking with support to fix that. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. I shall join you at the Rising Stone, Xenon. The hell does Xenon even mean? Is that some old, archaic form of ASAP? Tis no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldesion continue to meet with failure. Urion J has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you are kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview, but be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Ugiri is here. Please show her in. I would very much like to meet her. Of course, the manservant will get right on that. I thought if you subbed, you weren't supposed to get ads on the channel. Did you get an ad? I don't even play ads. I don't know what the deal is with that. There's a setting that I can turn off for that, but I've always kept it off. Let me just double check on that. Auto host, host team, host pre-record, host priority raids, laurel raids, squad stream, drops. Probably partner tools. Yeah, see? Look at this. Ad-free viewing. Allow subscribers to watch your content on your channel ad-free. You shouldn't have seen an ad. That's not normal. I have no idea why that happened. It should not happen. So I'm sorry. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, milady, but are you quite certain we have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons? In the event that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave as the first carriages are due to arrive any moment. Should it require aught else, pray speak with Slaffborn, Lady Ugiri, Ruri. Yeah, Nerdy Farmer, that must be a glitch or something. Yeah, Kagran, people have already told me that apparently there's a bunch of new subspecies that were announced by IGN. I would assume that Eric's would be talking about those as well. These are level 90, don't need them. It's inevitable that I'm going to be exposed to that stuff, and I'll just do a video talking about it myself. I don't understand. There's like a dialogue missing here. Like, look at this. Actually, you guys can't see it, I guess. But listen, here's what it says. Lady Ugiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. This is the last dialogue that we get before she comes in. And then Benfilia says, we have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. So there's nothing that Ugiri says to that. We have no objections. And then she's like, your answer pleases me greatly, but are you quite certain? We have not knowing how many may answer my summons. So I'm assuming she means something like, call everybody! Bring everybody over! That's kind of weird. The plot of the Refugees weighs heavily on Minfilia's mind. I pray the Doman's journey has been uneventful. They have endured too much hardship and for far too long. While we're on Monster Hunter, I have a question to ask. If you had to pick from A, new monsters, B, returning monsters, C, new subspecies. I would always want a mix of A and B. Because we're still missing a lot of the old monsters that I would like to see. But at the same time, I also want to see new monsters. If I had to absolutely pick one of the two, I would pick new monsters. But I would rather have like a combination of A and B. Subspecies to me is like whatever. Like I don't mind them. I think they're fun. But ideally, I would rather have new monsters and more returning monsters than just subspecies. That was another matter I wish to discuss. My mother was to see it that the Domans received a welcome supper. Now that the first group is nearly here, would you go and see if she's in need of assistance? Of course. Menial tasks for the win. Tanya Raven, no, we saw some, we already heard some dialogue from Ugiri. Hello again, Ruri. To what do I owe the pleasure? Ah, ever the warrior, my Celia. The seventh heaven should have the meals ready by now, though I do believe they are yet to be delivered. Would you mind speaking with Alice to be sure, and take this wine with you? The adults will appreciate it. What'll it be? Wine or something stronger? How very kind of you to volunteer your help. Here, take these meals to the emissary's assistants outside the northern gates. She'll handle distribution. Yeah, sure. I'll just take these 3 plates to feed the 200 people that are about to arrive. Not a problem at all. I'm sure they can share. 200 people, 3 plates of food. Sounds about right. As you can see, the Domans but recently arrived. I was assured we would have food and drink by now, but we are yet to receive aught from the 7th heaven. Excellent, many thanks, Rui. While they had rations to satiate their hunger during the journey, there is no substitute for a freshly cooked meal. I must say I was not expecting you, of all people, to deliver these. Pfft. Surprising, isn't it? Far be it from me to question your organization's delegation of duties, but surely there are other tasks better suited to your talents. They're so self-aware. They're so self-aware, it hurts. It hurts. Though on further consideration, I should probably consider this a blessing. We have a situation which would benefit from your personal attention. Of course you do. You just told me that I'm too important to bring you your food, but apparently I'm not important enough to not do this menial task that you're about to place upon me. The Adventurers Guild assistant is concerned about an outbreak of local fauna. Mayhap you have already heard, but the lake cobras that inhabit the area along the road to St. Coinex have multiplied to plague-like proportions of late. So this wasn't a concern for us in the past, as it has only proven adventurers tend to gather in Revenant soul. However, with the recent arrival of the Doman refugees, among which are the elderly and the young both, suffice it to say, would not do for our newly arrived guests to fall prey to local fauna. For their sake, would you be so kind as to rid us of these rampant cobras? Creatures have made nests along the broken pieces of the Imperial airship. You can use these slices of rancid effed meat to lure them out. Sure thing. Oh, I have to go over there. Wait, before we go, let's fix this quest that I have here. This person that supposedly is going to give me the best weapons. Those are 3 plates of senzu beans. Oh, that explains it. They didn't look like senzu beans to me. Friend of Nedrix, are you? Then you must be an adventurer of some skill. My business relies on capable people such as you. A gesture of goodwill, I'm going to share with you a morsel of information. There's this bloke named Geralt. Makes his living in weapons and armors and whatnot, and they say his skill is the finest in all the realm. Maybe is gone to his head, though. Folks don't take to the man if you get my meaning. Oh, and he likes a drink and all. Bloody Byre got himself in the forge, though. As a young lad, he was cast out on his ear by his master for the crime of crafting finer wares. And that while pissed drunk. Ever since he's roamed here and there, earning his keep day to day. I've known Geralt ever since I landed on this business. I ain't seen him for a while, though, and the last time I did, the old fool had tears in his eyes and snot dripping from his nose. Fallen on hard times, he said. Asked for a bit of coin, tied him over, never paid me back neither. Couldn't say for sure where he is now. Seemed to remember hearing he was in the Black Shroud, putting up at Hurst Mill or someplace. You might do well to commission his work. He'll even reforge the relics of old if you make it worth his while, and there is no other in Eorzea as can do that. If it's relics you care for, I have a promise of payment that might catch your fancy. You don't look like much, but you'll get old Geralt to fire up his forge. That too I promise. Sure thing. I know that I can skip this. I just wanted to get that plus sign out of the map. Do 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 do. I'll eventually want to do that to get the transmogs of it, though. Where do I have to put the food? Is it just anywhere? Probably inside this thing. Yep, cobra nest. Oh, there's actually multiple of them. The Crystal Tower. Paralysis. The hell are these cobra nests? It's super dark in here, I can barely see anything. Huracan, you're gonna make a video about the new monster subspecies? Probably. New monster subspecies and whatever other new monsters end up being revealed, but I might have to wait a little to check on all of the reports from this event that Kegrin is talking about, because I want to make sure that I don't just like, oh, I'm going to do a video and then tomorrow have to do another one and then another one and another one. I don't like stretching shit out like that. I like getting to the point. Hey, Arclight, what's up? Yesterday I did the MSQ roulette, and I gained 2 levels. I was like, what the fuck? So the culling is done. Thank you. You have done us all a great service. While you were afield tending that business, I saw that the Domans were fed. They are weary from their long journey, and the memory of their lost homeland is heavy in their hearts. Yet I dare say I sensed a glimmer of hope in their bearing. In time, they may yet regain a semblance of inner peace. Oh, I ought to mention that something seemed to be afoot over at Rising Stones. Lest you be absent for a matter of import, it may do well to report back. Sure thing. Pray, return to the Rising Stones. Yeah, Blaze King Black, I completely agree. I wish they would just, like, stop revealing what is going to be in the game. It's just the big problem, right? There's a serious problem in the community right now in which you have a lot of people that have only ever played Monster Hunter for the very first time in Monster Hunter World. And so they're like, oh man, Monster Hunter World was this amazing game. And then they hear the developers talk about the new monsters that they're bringing in, and they just think, oh, this is going to be some minor DLC that's going to have these 10 monsters or however many have been revealed so far. And they're like, well, that sucks. I want more. For $40, I want more. Right? That's the overall... I just realized. Oh my god. I was like, dude, the quality image of this camera is not that great. Wait a minute. It still had the little thingamajig. Oh wait, but this one has a hole, so it's probably not going to affect it all that much. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Anyways, I was saying, there's currently a situation in the Monster Hunter community where there's a lot of people that have got in with Monster Hunter World, and they just hear developers say the name of like 10 monsters, and they think that master rank is going to be those 10 monsters and nothing else, and they're like, this is not enough. I want more. I want more monsters. And the developers are like, well, people aren't getting it that there's a lot more monsters. So they keep revealing more monsters. And then there's the other people that have been with Monster Hunter for a long time, and they know that there's going to be a fuck ton of monsters regardless of what gets revealed. So they're not concerned. They're on the opposite end of the spectrum where it's like, stop revealing things. Stop. Just stop. And... you know, you get this clash with the community, this back and forth, where you got people like me that are just like, I don't want to see anything else. I'm good. I just want to be surprised. And then you have the other people that still, man, I don't know about that Iceborne. I don't know if I want to get it because it's only going to have 10 monsters. And it's like, come on, dude. Of course it's going to have way more monsters. Just look at what a G rank was. I even made a whole video talking about that shit. People still don't get it. Oh, everybody's gathered together. Is she going to become a Scion of the 7th Dawn?
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye, our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity. Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
That's Eli. Our good buddy Eli.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
A primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Looks like Yugiri is joining the Scions. Miss Callisto, you like Thancred? How far did you get into Final Fantasy XIV? Minfilia wishes to share some final words on the coming mission prior to departing for Limsa Lumensa. Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that is eventually an eventuality inevitable. Yet, so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lumensa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. I'm gonna take a bio. Be right back. I wasn't aware of Yugiri's story. I mean, I I understood yesterday that something bad happened to her by what you guys were talking about, but I hadn't really heard the full story. Her husband? Her and the kids? That's pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up. And yeah, Miss Callisto, I can imagine that there's been a lot going... Yeah, the voice actress, of course. That's what I meant. I understand that there's been a lot of shit happening in your life recently. I'm just wondering, though, what have you been playing recently? Because, I mean, usually most of us at least tend to play video games to escape some of the bad shit in our lives. So I would assume that you have at least been playing something. I'm just curious what it is. And if not, you probably should. You probably need it now. More than ever, a little bit of escapism to just get away. Take this lift to the command room. You've been drawing a lot. The last game I played was beforehand, and it was Minecraft. See, that's a waste of time. Why would you play Minecraft? So you should play this instead. Much better use of your time, clearly. Minecraft in VR, though, it's still garbage. It's just garbage in VR. Just skip AR. I wouldn't skip it. Welcome, friends. I take it Y'shtola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Sanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospects of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I'm not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion supports in this endeavor. But if gods forbid our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn to their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with mine own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Corporal Khan. I like the fact that they update your rank. Our scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operation staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Falk Breatha has charge of the garrison. I can't wait for Urkon to start narrating when we get to Hralsverd. I thought we were going to get voice acting when we get to Heaven's Word. Then if we get voice acting, I won't need to be narrating. My throat has been pretty taxed. My throat has been pretty taxed already. Like, I want to stop reading. I want to be done with that part of my life. Not reading. I mean, I want to stop reading out loud. I want to be done with that part of my life. You know what I mean? I expect all scenes to be voice acted. All of them. All of them. No exceptions. Actually, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Should just teleport somewhere, right? Yeah. Bam. I should play Princone? The hell is Princone on my phone? Fuck is that? I don't know what Mage is. I have no idea what that is. Wait for Final Fantasy VII Remake to have no voice acting in your Final Fantasy VIII Remaster playthrough. It's like, I don't mind reading. I'm just getting tired of reading it out loud. Who am I supposed to talk to? There's nobody here. Oh, they're upstairs. Bulk Breather. I've been expecting you, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. You should address me by my rank. I'm Corporal. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent the Leviathan's return. I have the 120, right? Yeah. Yeah. Falk Breather would have you assist in diversionary maneuvers. As we already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sapsa spawning grounds. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. That our scouts might move unhindered and return unscathed, diversionary maneuvers are presently underway. In charge of these maneuvers is Ujugal. If you are otherwise unoccupied, mayhap you would be willing to offer her your aid. Wait. For real? She was right here? You're here to help with the diversions? Aren't you supposed to be that irreplaceable adventurer? Every time they make these self-aware jokes. I'm inclined to say it's not worth risking your neck for something so trifling such as this, but if the hero insists, we might argue. I don't insist. Here, take these explosives, use them to blow the Sahagin Pavizes sky high and create a commotion in Halfstone, the likes of which the fishbacks have never seen. That ought to keep them good and occupied. Oh, and in the event that the Sahagin come after you, there's no need to be shy. Stay around, get yourselves acquainted, whatever it takes to buy more time for our scouts. Actually, if this mission involves explosives, I'm all for it. I'm all about blowing shit up. Get an on-screen reader. Is there an on-screen reader? Is that something that I can actually get and apply to Final Fantasy XIV? Yes, Khan, bomb the indigenous people. You're goddamn right I will. In a video game, I'll bomb anyone. Shit, I'll bomb you in a video game. I don't give a fuck. In a video game, dude, I'll bomb everything and anything I possibly can. Just to see a big-ass explosion. I love it. One of those shitty reading Reddit posts YouTubers have? I don't... What are you talking about? So when do you start playing Black Mage? No, I'm gonna start playing Blue Mage. Blue Mage, dude. Sahagin Pavis. I love how they're not even interfering. Oh, I have to do it. Oh, I throw the explosives. Bang! Wow, that was a very small explosion. I'm very disappointed. I expected more from the Maelstrom. Like, I'm talking... Like, you know... I want a little bit more bang for my buck. Okay, there's another Sahagin Pavis over there. Fireworks and fish don't mix. I think they mix just fine. That's a very small explosion, though. I'm very disappointed. Friggin' Circle of Scorn has a bigger blast to it. There's YouTube channels using text-to-speech software to convert Reddit posts into money-making videos. Wow. That's fucking impressive. I was not aware of this. That's a new market. I should get in on that on the ground floor. And just be a fucking lazy piece of shit. That's what I should do. Be a lazy piece of shit, steal somebody else's content, and make an automated robot make me money. Fuck yes. Damn it. Why would I want to be stealthy? You do understand I play the tank role, specifically because I don't like being stealthy. And there's the last one. Done and done. Can I go through here? Yeah. Sounds like the diversion was a success. I heard the fireworks all the way over here. My thanks, friend. We've done all we can for our scouts. All that's left is to pray that they return safely. Our scouts are long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sapsal, told here take this flask of restorative to tend to those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Then maybe you shouldn't risk me. I'm far too important. So apparently you can kill the lady and trigger the Boreal Valley Dancer fight early. Yes. You were not aware of this, Blaze King Black? I don't really do it because it's a pain in the ass to kill her. That was a glitch that some people were using to kill her. I don't remember exactly what it was. But most of the people that do kill her use a glitch. They don't really fight her. And I don't like that stuff. That was a glitch that an NPC phantom kills her. Yeah, exactly. Most of the people killing her, that's what they were doing. Help somebody of all times to forget the restorative. Ugh. Here you go. Here's the pink stuff. I got you. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we were, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's Tongue. I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. No. How about no? NPC Phantom that uses a katana. Wow, that's Not interested in that at all. I just want to save the dudes. Oh, over there. Excuse me. Ah, shit, they're all dead. They're dead. You bastards! You killed my friends! The sea will come sooner for you. Till the sea swallows all. So that's 2 of them. That would mean that there are 2 missing. Zelex, I'll probably do an update after I finish ARR. It will probably be a video advising people on whether or not they should be skipping ARR. Because I think that there's definitely some people that should skip ARR. Because otherwise they will be depriving themselves of a good experience that can come after because they just don't have the patience. But at the same time, I also think that there's a lot of people that will probably think that they should skip ARR, but probably shouldn't. Kagran, it depends on the type of person that you are. Some people, quite simply, will not have the patience to do this. The very same way that a lot of people will never have the patience to farm the amount of shit that we farm on Monster Hunter. There's just a lot of people that don't like to do that shit. And for those people, they should potentially skip ARR if they are going to get something out of the game in Heavensward. That is fine. That is why the option is there. That doesn't mean that I'm saying that everybody should skip it. I think that a certain amount of people might have to skip it. And that will be the topic for a video that I will do. Tredian, you grossly over-exaggerate everything. That's like your personality. You're the over-exaggerator. I remember back when I first started working with Squadron, people used to say that I was way too negative. That's you, Tredian. You were me back then when I was way too negative. Your return, thank the Navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise, but tell me, what became of the others? Here. These wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim, as their savagery know no bounds. Enemies or not, they go too far. I dread to think what may become of the 2 who remain unaccounted for. I pray they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. What are the items that I don't have at level 120? Rings. The Gift of Eternity. Falkbreathe awaits the commencement of the operation with barely concealed rage. It looks like Leviathan's going to be summoned. One of my best friends is Portuguese. Well, there you go. I still rewatch your co-op playthrough of Dark Souls with Pally. I've tried to get Pally to play Dark Souls again, but I don't know. He's just always too busy doing other things. He never wants to do that stuff, so I stopped pestering him about it. Thrice damned fishback bastards, I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass the Aetheryte in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready. We but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. Frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahagin priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. But maybe we should. Maybe we should. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates and Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign Levi spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the selfsame moment, a Diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy offshore. And likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hopes of confounding the Sahagin defensive effort. Ruri and Y'shtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversions should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, would be able to win through without winning any attention. Thancred and Yugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle round, join the infiltration unit of Y'shtola and Ruri. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Minfilia, as was agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! Fish lives don't actually matter. When last did we fight side by side, Ruri? Too long ago, I warrant, but come, let us away. You guys know an interesting thing? There's actually a cutscene. There's actually a cutscene where they show the Scions of the Seventh Dawn fighting. I'm not sure if I have that cutscene, because really, the way you play through ARR, you almost think like, man, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, they suck. They can't fight worth a damn. There's actually a scene. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube. What shall I call it? Gaius Fight 1.0? Maybe? I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. You never really get to see them in this part. But like, look at the Scions in this cutscene right here. I'm assuming that Marauder right there is the player character. Damn, this has garbage. It says garbage frame rate. Let me see if I can find a version of this with a better frame rate. Okay, this one's much better. It's in French! Oh no, it is. It is in English, never mind. But the subtitles are in French. There's also more Darth Vader references in this cutscene. Bang bang!
You are unwise to come here.
You are unwise to come here. Look at Thancred.
Impressive.
Most impressive.
As you wish.
Now watch the Scions kick ass. When I first saw this cutscene, I was like, are these the Scions of the Seventh Dawn that I know? Like, you never see it during Realm Reborn. See, now that's what I call an explosion. Wait, there's more. Wasn't there more to that cutscene? Well, it doesn't matter. You guys got to see them kick ass. But yeah, like, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn were actually badasses in 1.0. I don't understand why you never get to see that side of them during a Realm Reborn. There's a good cutscene with them upcoming. Okay, well, good. That's good to know. It's just up until this point, we haven't really seen the Scions kick ass at all. The other interesting thing was when I saw the video about the story of 1.0, it gives you so much background into Gaius's motivations, so much context that you actually don't have in a Realm Reborn. Like, for instance, most people will probably never know that Gaius actually allowed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attempt to sabotage the Meteor Project. I think it was 3 times. There were like 3 distinct events where Gaius actually helped the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to try and sabotage the Meteor Project, which is the moon of Dalamut coming down and, you know, you guys know, and Bahamut and all this other bullshit. So yeah. When last did we fight side by side? Really too long ago I weren't, but come, let us away. Yeah, whenever I say Gaius, I also think of Gaius Baltar. And it's Baltar, not Boltar. Gaius Boltar. Baltar. With an A. I mean, that guy had like the best role in Battlestar Galactica. As in, he had the best job. I'm not saying he was the best actor, just that he had the best job. He was basically just kissing Trisha Hefner the entire time. That was his job. He's like, well, my job is to go on set and cheat on my wife. I'm not sure if he was married back then, but like, this is my job. You know, I just got to do it. I don't want to, but I got to do it. That was his job. Just go on set, kiss Trisha Hefner, go back home. Then go back on set, make out with Trisha Hefner some more, go back home. I just hope Trisha Hefner was at least somewhat attracted to him. Otherwise, that must have been a really shitty job for her. All the sacrifices he made. Well, Khan, your job is to be cheating on your wife with Kegrin in Final Fantasy XIV. He doesn't want me. Kegrin doesn't want to marry me, so we can't do it. And by the way, Kegrin, the bride should be the one to pay for the wedding. Clean yourself up! What the fuck? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? We could get a teleport ring? Think of the possibilities. Oh, man. You can turn off the action not rated notification on screen, by the way. Oh, that. I want to turn off that, and I want to turn off the noise that it makes. but I couldn't figure out how. Short of, like, turning off all system messages. Pavan, shut the fuck up, you bald prick. It's okay, I'm not married to Muse in game. Wow, he never proposed, Fate? Have you heard of a razor? We all saw the beach picture. Oh, wow. Okay. Nerdy Farmer, thank you very much for the bits. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate the support. So wait a minute. What you're saying is that you want me to wax my chest? Is that the point that we're getting in our relationship? You want me to wax my chest? No, he did. We married and then I married someone else. So wait, you divorced him? Are there divorces in game? How does this work? Better than your balls. Nah, I'm really confused. What do you mean better than my balls? You want me to shave my chest better than I shave my balls? Is that what we're getting? We're getting to some really deep discussions here. We're getting into some really deep discussions. Now we're starting to talk about manscaping. I just want you to diminish the hair on chest and back. They said balls. How do you know I have hair on my back? That picture didn't show my back. There's the forces. There's basically a quest line to turn your ring back. You get to keep the mount though? Or does only one of them keep the mount? That should be a thing. It's like, if you get a divorce, only one person can keep the mount. Rui, how far along the quest line are you for ARR? I've already finished ARR. I'm doing post-ARR content, and I don't know how far along I am at this point. Fate has married 4 different people on 6 different servers. Wow. She gets around. What the fuck? I think Khan's character would move faster if he'd got a back sack and a crack wax. You could see it wrapping around. No. See, now you're just lying. That's a filthy lie. That is a filthy lie. And I'm not gonna have it. Why is someone aggroing shit on top of me? Don't make me go in there and AoE the crap out of everything. Why can't I... God, YouTube is such garbage. Wrapping around the back. What a fucking lie. No, you can't. Can't see shit wrapping around the back. You fucking liar. You dirty liar. You can see it up into my shoulders. You're a liar. You, sir, are a liar. Tell Minley and Gil and I will marry you. Oh, that's how it works? What kind of proposition is this?
They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Did I miss much?
Like I said, she's a fucking ninja.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Thancred's flirting with Yugiri. He is a ladies' man.
To the Aetheryte!
But don't all of the Scions have the Echo, so none of them should get turned. Kagran. It's canon, they all have the Echo. Which is supposedly what protects us. No. They say that everyone has the Echo. Blowfish!
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Blowfish is the best. Look at her.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled Sorwalker, tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Just real quick. Imagine if at this point, like right in the middle of the cutscene, as this guy's going like, Blowfish just pulls out a gun like, ah, fuck you, bang! Just one shots this guy. That'd be friggin' amazing.
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the Echo.
What?
Such power! It is transcendent!
She actually did it! Yeah! Kill the other one! Shoot him too! Shoot him right in the face!
Seven hells.
Shoot him again!
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal. Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
See, now it would have been awesome if she just kept shooting all of them.
Die, damn you!
Is she gonna do it again? Yes! She's doing it! That's awesome!
That which is eternal!
She just took them all out! What a beast! Oh, look at that, it's Leviathan. Hey bro, how you doing?
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
My being am the way. But it should by right be infinite.
Bye-bye.
Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Understand, I speak of no formal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements if this last attempt is of any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated, yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? We kill him. Into the heart of the world. Merlewib is brooding over Leviathan's return. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure, but Limlayan herself would struggle to best the Lord of the World in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan. That much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Can I attune to this Aetherite first? Because I know I'm going to need to attune to it later. Just let me attune to it. I know you're going to have me come back here and attune to this Aetherite. God damn it. No, Kagran, you don't understand. You don't understand the way it works, Kagran. When they say till the sea swallows all, it means forever. It means until an apocalyptic event comes and destroys us all. Which means that until then, we fight. We do everything within our power to destroy our enemies until the sea comes and swallows all. It's like me saying I'm going to keep live streaming and doing content until the internet is over. It's the same thing. Kagran, why aren't you a bard and then you could play the Rude Sandstorm? I want you to make a bard and play the Rude Sandstorm. Why you gotta be so aggressive? Just play the Rude Sandstorm. It's not that bad. Merlewib.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Halfstone, 'twas called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the Company of Heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Halfstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye. The thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Halfstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The Company of Heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Thank God. Last thing I want is to go organize another banquet for the Company of Heroes.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the Company of Heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
I can't wait to see this cutscene.
It will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Vesper Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Till the sea swallows all, Admiral. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call... Wait, whoa. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with a primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judge it best that it be delivered at once. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. One of the company of heroes. The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disinclined to put any store by this claim, and even should it be true, it is as Y'shtola said. None save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered Lim's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on this supposed Primal Slayer's claims, Rui. Seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. The man who you are looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lenosia. The Storm Private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Something tells me this is a trap. It might be Illidub, Eli, whatever the frack his name's supposed to be. Oof. Oof. Big oof. Is there anything closer? Well, Summerford Farm's kind of closer. Costa del Sol. Yeah, Costa del Sol. By the way, I assume that the when we do get to the part where we're fighting Leviathan, it's going to be another trial, which means anybody that is up for it, just be ready. I'll start recruiting when we get the quest to do that. Just that people can keep on doing their MSQs or whatever the hell you guys are doing right now. And then hopefully some of you guys can help out. The wings on my Chocobo remind me a lot of Volstrax. I almost feel like at any moment you would start seeing that red energy come out like it's just like becomes a jet. Rocket powered friggin' Chocobo. That's what I'm talking about. What quest do I have to turn in here? It's Leaves of Morabai. Oh, I know what this is. King of the Hull. Okay. Oh, not this guy again. Now look here, you. You'll have your bloody story right after we carry those sacks of grains over to the mill. But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you, and before I mucked out the Chocobo stables, and before I rolled that millstone over to the mill, and also before... I want to slap this guy in the face. Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days, and do you hear me complaining? I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Troctor ain't a generous soul. Now prick up your ears, because I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one city, you ken? The tale of Troctom's epic victory over the dread primal Leviathan. Now, Leviathan is huge, make no mistake, to give you an idea how big. Each of his scales is about as wide across as me members long. And that's no mean feat, let me tell you. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting at me with what must have been a lagoon's worth at least. He even knocked me trusty axe out of my hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. What happened next? Why, I grabbed him by the tail and tied it up in... knots. But not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let me mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic, mayhap too modest now. There's some say you can never really truly beat Leviathan. All you've got to learn to live with him and making the best of the bad situation. Not the company, though. It's you! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm Chocobo dung. No, I'm the maggots you find wriggling in Chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. Me member's tiny. It's pathetic. Wait. This is a reference to a movie. I forget what movie it is. I forget what movie it is, but there's a movie where a character says these exact same things. He says, I have a tiny dick, it's pathetic. I have to lie to women to have sex with them. Not even that has happened much. My dick is tiny, it's pathetic. I don't remember what movie it was. Damn it, but I know I've seen it. Who remembers what movie this is from? Oh yeah, that's right, True Lies. I remember, it's the guy who kept bragging he had the car. That's right. See if we can find it. Damn it. Okay, here we go. See? I gotta lie to women to get laid, and even then I don't score much. I have a little dick. It's pathetic. I knew it. I knew that movie. I sure as hell didn't fight Leviathan, but I have seen him with me own eyes. It was a fair few years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking me duties one day, loitering about the harbor when I saw it. Great big massive sea serpent, some malms off the coast with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I soiled myself right then and there. Yep, just like the guy pissed himself. What? Oh god, just remember that made... He pissed himself again. Wait, if you're asking after Leviathan, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't it? Well, take care. It really is terrible, dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Why, you worthless lying horse son, I can't believe you made me handle Chocobo dung. Worry this is Menphilia, where you're able to learn Odd of Use against Leviathan. I beg your pardon, Leviathan. I see, that is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at Morabai Dry Docks. Please make your way there as soon as possible. Actually, I think we're pretty close. Where the fuck is Morabai Dry Docks? Well, I'm not super close, but I'm not super far either. What are you talking about? What's wrong? What do you mean mute? Did something happen? The fuck happened? Oh. Fucking hell, for a second I thought that something had happened with the stream. Fuck you guys. God damn it. I just want you two to know I fucking hate you. Especially you, Tredian. I hate you more because you're Portuguese. I just want you to know this. See, fate can appreciate my voice. That's it, Kegrin. I'm not marrying you. I'm gonna marry fate. Pretty sure Muse will be okay with this. A lovely baritone voice. Yes, I sing like a bear. He has the voice of an angel, yeah. Let me guess. An angel that has fallen from the skies head first into the dirt. Or something like that. But one of those from Eva. Oh, there we go. I was expecting for something like that. Whee! I am told your jaunt to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lad. I'd wager it served to take your mind off the events in recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the Whirl Eater. It's supposed to be the Whirl Eater. I call her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious Tonzag, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I am not one to tempt fate. The Whirl Eater and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the world, and we should bear you to Leviathan. Lord of the Whirl. Einzar stands ready to send you off to your encounter with the Lord of the Whirl. I know that look. You are ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the Whirl Eater may not be pretty, but I assure you she's capable. She has been fitted with what our friends at Naldic and Vimelis are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of his hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. It is expected that the Sahagin and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Thancred and Ishtola, I would have you assist in this effort. If it is to fulfill its purpose, your diversionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I too volunteer my blade. We would welcome it. Having seen you fight in Sapsai, I dare say the fishbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Thancred and Yshtola, if you join the 3rd Levi, Lady Ugiri the 5th. But what words have I for the man who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these: go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the Admiral's sentiments and add a few words of mine own. Know that we all have the utmost faith in you, Ruri. May the crystal bless and keep you. Yeah. 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 Okay, I'm gonna start inviting peeps. Looks like you guys already made your way here, so that should make it easier. Invite to party. Invite to party. Lika. Invite to party. Invite to party. So we got 5 peeps. Anybody else wants to join, let me know. Otherwise, we going in. Gotta click on you. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's because you're on a different server. Invite to party. I should click on everybody then, just in case. Yeah, the other people don't actually work. Okay. So we'll just do Duty Finder, Trials, the Whirl Eater. Uh-oh. Is there someone to fix stuff around here? I love how the game had to remind me. Game's like, hey, you know what? Your gear's fucked up. How about you fix it? I mean, do I really need gear to win, though? Is it really that important? I don't see anything to repair. Oh well. Life's tough. I am level 56. Poof. This is the towing vessel. Holy crap. Ramming speed! They just put me on this massive platform and they're like, you handle this now. Godspeed. It's like, what the fuck is that? It's Midgar Somer's cousin. Of course, he's going to be coming from different directions. Did he just jump over? Whoa! Oh, that is so cool! That was really cool, the way the platform just kind of buckled. I assume that someone always has to be in the head. I love the music. Okay, so basically this fight, someone had to tank the head, someone else had to tank the ass. And I just assumed the person tanking the ass would have to be the one picking up the ads. Was I correct there? There was also the little balls that DPS had to focus down, for sure. The EX version has no railings. That is awesome. The extreme version, all they do is remove the walls. Really? He doesn't hit harder or anything? Well, I would have fallen on the second time. The first time I was actually well positioned. But like I said, was that the whole strategy to the fight? It's basically like one tank gets the head, the other tank gets the ass. And who's supposed to get the ads in the middle of all that? Or do you not even get the ads? It's just they get AoE down. Is it the tank on the head? Or the tank on... Sail it or my T fam? Off tank gets a tail. Tank on the tail gets ads usually. Okay. Figured as much. It seems to make more sense. I'm assuming there's like a wipe mechanic if you don't tank the head. Well, maybe not a wipe mechanic, but a mechanic that would cause you to take additional damage. Because that's usually what happens when you have a monster like this. So I'd assume like probably AoE's the party or something if you don't tank it. Or am I wrong there? Wow, there's not even a cutscene. It's just like, yeah, we did it. I assume we must be close to finishing this patch. I wanted to see a cutscene of us celebrating on the boat.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, You have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally.
Well, I am a corporal.
On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks.
Can I get a promotion?
"'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service."
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
Y'shtola the
But for a chance
cockblocker.
encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia, please!
Dude, he's getting cock-blocked so bad.
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
But he's still in there.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's toll. Moderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds stood before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Only the strong survive! Not good enough, but it probably looks good. How do I rotate that? Actually, no, it looks bad. Is this your first time through the game? At the stage that I'm at, yes. Everything that is ahead of me is completely new. I played it once before, went to level 47, then stopped. And now I'm playing through it again. By the way, did we finish that patch? Is this a new patch, or what is the deal here? When Yugiri met the fraternity. The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have in my keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Yugiri. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier for smaller fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Huron male there. Present the letter to him. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. I'm obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity to which you are about to be introduced abide in the shadows of Lamenza society. They value their independence more highly than pirates and are united by a bond stronger than mithril. To wit, they are invariably wary of new faces. Though it be penned by the Admiral herself, mere words on parchment will get you so far in their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforeman, and good luck. Alrighty then. Inconspicuous man. Got business with me, venturer. Sir, you're the man the Admiral sent word of. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Thancred too. Been a while since I saw his shite-eaten grin. But with all the doe-eyed wenches about... Oh, shoot. You must be the Far Easterner that Merlywib says wants to train with us. Welcome to Limsa, lady. I am Ugira of Dama. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when first I learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership. It would seem I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Limsa is a city of pirates, to be sure, and pirates don't give two farts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. Might be as my people and I keep to the shadows, but we've got nothing to be ashamed of. It's simply better business that we remain unseen. And so you have developed fighting techniques suiting to this purpose, I see. Know that the practitioners of my art, too, are denizens of shadow. It is in stealth that our strength lies. There is much we might learn from one another, I think. Then when the seven hells are we waiting for? If you'd come with us, Ugiri do what's it, we can get acquainted in more private surrounds. That didn't come out right, did it? Master Uri, I shall remain with these people for a time that I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us, Domans. No words would suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When that time comes, it would be my honor to welcome you as a student. Do 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 do. Ugiri has the air of a woman bursting with gratitude. Much and more has occurred since I first beheld Eorzea from the galleon's deck. Suffice to say, I did not envisage being invited to play a part in your noble struggle. But forgive me, I have kept you over long. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. When you next meet Lady Minfilia, pray relay to her my humblest thanks. Would that I could do so in person, but I must needs fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, warrior of light. Pray, return to the waking sands. Except it's the rising stones. Best girl Ugiri? I don't know, I haven't seen her face. Tell you what, I've definitely wasted a lot of Gazal greens in these quests. My Chocobo never really stays long enough to warrant the usage of the Gazal greens.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul. But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, no less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder. Could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
Wiped clean by the wrath of God.
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Onion shield. This actually has more block rate than mine. Not enough to warrant actually using it, not to mention the item level is lower. God, that looks horrible. Jesus. Money, please. Through the maelstrom. The Great Divide. I need to take a break for dinner, you guys. So, yeah, we're gonna take a quick break here. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna get some other stuff done. I'm gonna do some 2.2 slain. Oh, that was 2.2? Oh, that was perfect timing then. We finished another patch. We got 3 patches to go. We'll be back later today. So I'll see you guys then.